So we have seen yesterday so how to work with this selector, and even we have seen field set, right? And I said about text area, and then we have seen navigation, and after that I said about embed, and then address element or address tag, and I was talking about patterns, right? Yeah, these are the patterns, input pattern. So this is an input pattern here. So I said, now you generally create a pattern. Pattern attribute defines some set of rules and regulations, or it defines what your input format. Okay. It is used for input validation, and pattern is a special string which define match pattern, and pattern is created by using what your regular expressions. So this pattern is created by using some special characters, and within that I said one special character called set. So the set is defined within the square bracket. Now within set we can define individual characters. Okay, individual characters, or within set we can define a range of characters, and this range is separated with what? Hyphen. That is, if you are writing A to Z, so this indicates the alphabets, in which case lowercase, and capital A to Z, this define the letters, in which case uppercase, and you have a 0 to 9, these are called which one? Digits. For example, yeah, this is input type is a text, and here I said name pattern, which can be either in uppercase or lowercase. And even I said, you can define these repetitions. The repetitions are defined by using star. Here star indicates 0 or more repetitions, and plus indicates 1 or more repetitions, and question mark indicates 0 or 1. And within curly braces, you can represent exact number of repetitions, and you can give the repetitions with the range by using m comma n. Now this is called as lower bound, and this is called as which one? Upper bound. So that is called as m comma n. For example, email validation. Suppose I want to, yes. So this is which validation? Mobile number validation. And this is which validation? Name validation, right? So I want to have email validation. Suppose. So how can you check for email validation here, right? Okay. Now suppose, so how can I go for email validation, right? So I just create one form. Yeah, this is a form here. Yes. Yeah, for example, so I'm taking, okay, HTML. So this is some pattern test here. So what I'm doing is, here, So this is a form. I'm trying to create a label for example, label for email. I just give email, and this is email as a text what you are displaying it. Then here I'm writing input type. So input type equal to what here? Text. So I try to input the name in which field? Text field. So what is the name? Just give the name as a email. I try to define the ID. So what is the ID I've given? Email only. Then followed by, I just write here pattern. So pattern equal to, so I have to define the pattern, right? So what is the pattern I'm writing is, I said pattern, you always create a pattern. Yes. Now here, email ID. Now here, you can use one more special character here. A special character or special symbol, which is called as \W. \W, which indicates, \W indicates here word characters. What is \W indicates here? Word characters. Word characters are nothing but the characters from A to Z. Okay, the characters from capital A to Z. The characters from 0 to 9, like digits. And it allows one special character. And what is that special character? Underscore. So \W. What is \W indicates? Word characters. This word characters include lowercase letters from A to Z. And it include uppercase letters from A to Z. And it includes the digits from 0 to 9. And allows one special character called which one? Underscore. Suppose if you want email ID should be only alphabets. Okay, you can write like this A to Z. A to Z or capital A to Z. And you can say plus. Plus means one or more repetition. Plus means what here? One or more repetition. So these alphabets can be repeated either one time or more than one time. Then it followed by which one? @ Then it followed by one symbol. And what is the symbol here? @ And this followed by A to Z. And this can be repeated how many times? One or more than one time. Now plus indicates one or more repetitions. Then followed by which one? Dot. But in regular expression, there is a special meaning for what? Dot. Dot indicates what? Any character. But I want to represent which one? Dot. But how can you check for the dot? By just using \dot. So here \dot indicates what here? Dot. For example, this is mail ID, right? How you are writing a mail ID? naresh@nareshid.com. Now this is a pattern, right? So this is a ID and this is a domain name and this is what your domain type. And domain name and email ID, this both are separated with what? @ And domain name and domain type is separated with what? Dot. You are searching for the pattern called which one? Dot. But if I am writing in regular expression dot indicates, here dot indicates what here? Any character. Generally dot indicates what here? Any character. But I don't want any character, but I want only dot. Then if you want to define the pattern dot, then you use what? \dot. So dot indicates what here? Dot. And it followed by A to Z. A to Z, but maximum repeated. Now minimum is 2 and maximum is what? 3. Where you'll say .in.org like that. So this is a minimum and this is what here? Maximum. See the pattern how I've written. Now whatever you write within the square brackets, that will define what? Set. So you are looking for what? Email. So what is the email I've given? ID. What is the ID? Naresh. But is it this is in alphabets or not? Yes. So this can be either in uppercase or this can be either in what? Lowercase. But I'm looking for only which one? Alphabets. But if you want the digits also, then you will write what? A to Z, A to Z and 0 to 9. And you want even underscore character also, just use which one? Underscore. Getting on. So email ID contain alphabets, digits, and it is also contain one special character. What is a special character? Underscore. But this can be repeated either one or more than one time. One or more than one time. That is called as which one? Plus. And then followed by with symbol, @ symbol, and then followed by A to Z. Miss alphabets. Now that is nothing but domain name. What is the domain name here? Naresh. It is compulsory in which one? Alphabet. So if you want to give, if it is a combination of alphabets and digits, you can give A to Z, and then you can write what? 0 to 9. A to Z or 0 to 9, right? But I just given A to Z, but this can be, what is that? Plus means one or more repetition and followed by one character called which one? Dot. And then followed by A to Z. These alphabets can be repeated either 2 times. These alphabets can be repeated either what? 3 times. Let us see. So input type, I'm just writing input type equal to which one? Submit. Okay, input type equal to submit. Okay. Yes, once I we close this. Yes. Now this is what your email. Yes. Email. Yes. So even pattern. Okay. So I try to enter the email. I just write here naresh@naresh.com, right? So once I click on submit, now it is submitted or not? Yes. For example, if I say only naresh.com, is it valid email or invalid? Invalid. Then it will ask, please match the requested format, right? Suppose if I'm writing, okay, naresh123 some gmail.com. So 123 is allowed or not allowed? Allowed. If I'm writing some naresh underscore, even underscore is allowed or not allowed? Allowed, right? gmail.com. This is also allowed. If I'm writing some naresh IT @gmail, but I'm not given .com, then is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Because you are searching for which pattern? Email pattern. Now this is a pattern. Whatever input you are writing or whatever input you are giving in the text, that input should match with this particular pattern. Instead of writing your A to Z 0 to 9 and underscore, you can simply use what? \W. In the place of A to Z, in the place of A to Z, okay, underscore, you can simply use which one? \W. And this \W indicates which characters? Word characters. And this is equivalent to A to Z 0 to 9 and underscore. You can write like this also, right? Now, once I run this, now you can enter some naresh @naresh.com and I can give 123 @. Is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed. This is also allowed, right? Then if I'm writing some naresh.com, is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Okay. So input text you are comparing with what? Pattern. Okay. So this is email. This is what here? Email. For example, assume that suppose Okay, assume that username validation. Okay, assume that username validation. Now this is example of which one? Email validation. Email validation. And this is a simple example of which validation? Username validation. Suppose label for which one? User. So I try to input. What I'm trying to input? Username. Okay. And this ID is what here? User. Username. Username. What username contain? What username contain? Alphabets. Username is allowed what? Alphabets. But username should start with what? Alphabet. But username should not start with what? Digit. Okay, username can start with what? Alphabet only. But username should not start with what? Digit. Then what do you do it? Now you should start with the alphabet. Username should start with what here? Alphabet. And start with. Now this is a cap symbol is used. Now this symbol will search only at the beginning. Okay, this is begin with. This cap symbol indicates what here? Begin with. Username should begin with what here? Alphabet. So that is A to Z or A to Z. Begin with the alphabet. And after begin with the alphabet, okay, after begin with the alphabet, it should begin with the alphabet and then followed by any character. Any character means within username, can you put any special characters like star and other things? In username, can you put star and other things or only alphabets and digits? Alphabets and digits and only one special character. And what is that special character? Underscore. So should begin with the alphabet followed by which characters? Word characters. Word characters are what? Alphabets, digits, and one special character called which one? Underscore. And that can be repeated either. That can be repeated either. How many times? Suppose, can I have the username with only one alphabet? Can I have a username with only one alphabet? Or username length will be there? Username length will be there, or can I create a username with one alphabet? Username length will be there. Minimum how many characters? 8 characters. Username minimum how many characters? 8 characters. Minimum means range is there or not? Yes. How you define the range? Curly braces, repetitions. Okay. So what is the minimum? 8. Then what is the maximum? Suppose some 15 characters. 15 characters. Username. Okay. Minimum is 8 and maximum is how many characters? 15 characters. But which characters? Which characters to be repeated? Word characters. So that can be lowercase letters or uppercase letters or digits from 0 to 9. There can be one character called which one? Underscore. Okay, na? Right? Now this is which validation? Username validation. Now once I run this, now it will ask you to enter username. Okay. Now suppose I enter username 123. 123. Is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Okay. Suppose if I am writing 1 ABC, is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Because username should start with what? Alphabet. So is it ABC is allowed or not allowed? Allowed. It should allow, right? ABC should allowed or not allowed? Allowed. A to Z. Minimum is there. Minimum what? 8 characters. So A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, is it more than 8 or not? Yes. Is it allowed? Yes. Suppose if I'm writing 1 A, B, C, no, if I write this. Okay, but this username start with what? Digit. Digit is allowed? No. Digit is not allowed, right? But it should start with which one only? Alphabet. Alphabet. And after that you can use digits. You can use underscore, but no other special character. Suppose if I'm using ABC like this. If I'm using any special character, like which one? Dollar. Is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed, because dollar is which character? Not a word character. Word character means it should contain only alphabets and digits and only one special character. And what is that? Underscore. Right? Now this is which validation? Username validation. Username. Like this, you try to use this some special, you try to use some special characters to create a pattern. You try to use some special characters to create this particular pattern. Now here I said set and I said star. Star indicates 0 or more repetitions, plus indicates 1 or more repetitions, question mark indicates 0 or 1, and curly braces n indicates exactly n repetitions, and m comma n which will define the range of repetitions, and backslash w is a word characters, and dot means what here? Any character. Dot means any character. Dot means any character here. Okay, any character, not only alphabets. Any character means that can be alphabets or digits, or it can be underscore, or it can be what? Any special character. That can be any special character, right? So don't think that it should be only alphabets and digits and what? And suppose password validation is there. I want to validate which one? Password. Yes. Now for which one here? Password. Some PWD. So password is not visible, but password validation will be there or not there. Suppose if I'm saying input type equal to which one? Password. Password validation should be there or not? Yes. For example, PWD, and what is the idea I've given here? PWD. Now I just remove this pattern. But password field, if the input type is a password, whatever text you type, it is hidden. That's it, right? If input type equal to password means whatever text you type in the password field, that text is what here? Hidden, not visible, right? That is not visible. Whatever text you type, that is not visible. Okay, now. But whatever you type, is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Suppose I just write ABC. Is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Suppose if I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed, right? If I write ABC 1, 2, 3 and some dollar, is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed. But when you see if you see password pattern, the password should have at least how many characters? 8 characters, and within that you'll say some alphabet should be there, some digits should be there, and some special character. Suppose in password first 4 letters should be what? Alphabets, and second 2 letters should be what? Digits, and third 2 letters should be what? Some special characters. Now if I want to create this pattern, I want to create this particular pattern. No, but password should have at least how many characters? 8 characters. But within that, 4 should be what? Alphabets. Minimum 4 should be what? Alphabets. And minimum 2 should be what? Digits. And minimum remaining are what? Special characters. Special characters. It should be a special characters. And those special characters you will define. Like it is allows the special character like star or ampersand or percentage or dollar. You can use only these special characters, but not other special characters. Now that you can group it by using which one? Square brackets. But if you input the password, see input type equal to password means whatever text you type it is hidden. Whatever text you type, it is hidden. That's it. But is it password validation is done or not done? Not done. It will not check. Is it password is having special characters? It will not check. Is it password is having digits? Okay, it will not check. Is it password is having this much length? No. Then how can you do this? For that, you try to create again. What do you create it? Pattern. So password pattern. You have to create a password pattern. Now, what is the first? Now, I want the password should start with some alphabets. First four letters should be what? Alphabets. Minimum four letters should be alphabets. Minimum. Okay. So then what you do it? You'll write A to Z. So that can be uppercase or that can be what? Lowercase. Minimum repetitions are how many? Four. But maximum any number of. Maximum is what? Any number of. But minimum is how many? Four. And then next two letters should be what here? Digits. 0 to 0 to what here? 9. But they should be repeated how many times? Minimum 2, but maximum any number of. Minimum is a 2, but maximum any number of. And after that, which character? Special characters. Special characters. What special characters should allow? Should allow these special characters. It should allow only these special characters. And these characters you have to repeat at least how many times? 2 times. Minimum 2, but maximum any number of. So if you add this 4 plus 2 plus 2. So what is the length of the password? 8. So 4 alphabets should be there. Minimum 4 alphabets and minimum 2 digits. And minimum how many special characters? 2 special characters. Okay. Yes. Now so the length of this password field is how much here? 8. So length of this should be what here? 8. Now I just enter some A, B, C, D and 1, 2 and then I enter what is that? @ and hash. Okay, then once I click on submit, is it submitted or not? Yes, you can see A, B, C, D, 1, 2 and some special.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Just remember this special. Just remember the special characters. Just remember the special characters. Okay. For example, yeah, this is an example of which validation? Password validation. So like this, yes. After submitting, where will it store? You are submitting to whom? For that, we'll see here. We'll see how to show the password. Show how to display the password. Okay. How to display the password? Generally, you find one checkbox, right? Will you find one checkbox or not? Yes. Show password, then only it will display. If you don't say show password, will it display or not display? Don't display. When you click on checkbox, interactive or not? Yes. For that, you have to write which code? JavaScript. Getting or not? Okay? Yes. See here. Just see. Now this is how you are trying to do it. Now you can create number of patterns by using the special characters. You can create number of patterns by using the special characters like star. See, you have so many things out there. Now even we'll discuss this. Backslash capital W. Backslash capital W means other than which characters? Word characters. Other than word characters is called as which one? Capital W. For example, password is there. Password should contain word characters. And password is having word characters, right? And password also have which one? Non-word characters. Other than word characters means other than alphabets like A to Z or A to Z and 0 to 9 underscore. Remaining all characters are called as which one? \W. This is nothing but other than word characters. Means except. This is called as except. Which one? Not A to Z. Or not A to Z. This is not capital A to Z. This is not 0 to 9 as well as which one? Underscore. So for that you are using backslash capital W. It is opposite to which one? Backslash W. Then suppose backslash D is there. Backslash D indicates digits. Is the place of writing 0 to 9. In the place of writing 0 to 9, you can simply write what? Backslash D. That is called as digits. And there is a backslash capital D. This regular expression patterns are same in all programming languages. Either you are learning Java or .NET or JavaScript. Okay, now even these patterns you also use in what? JavaScript for input validation, right? Backslash capital D is other than, is nothing but other than which one? Digits. Other than digits, backslash S is there. Backslash S means what here? Space characters. Space character. For example, you enter the name. Okay, name. Name should contain first name as well as what? Last name. But this first name and last name is separated with what? Space. There should be one space character. Then how you define that space character? By using what? Backslash S. And it should not allow space character. Backslash capital S. That is nothing but opposite. Other than which one? Space characters. Space characters are backslash small s and backslash capital S, which is other than which characters? Space characters. Backslash W is for word characters and backslash capital W is other than word characters. Word characters, I said just now, username is there. Username required which characters? Word characters. Instead of writing A to 9 and underscore, you can simply write, what you can write? Backslash W. You can simply write backslash W. Okay. Now there is a cap symbol is there. Cap means beginning. Cap means what here? Beginning of which one? Input, or beginning of the string, or beginning of input. Okay. And dollar is there. Dollar means what here? End of which one? Input value. Match at the end of the input value, that is done by using which one? Dollar. If you want to check at the beginning, then use a character called which one? Cap. Suppose I want the name should end with, for example, name should end with some special character. Name should end with some character. Suppose name should end with A. Name should end with what? A. So always, now whenever you input any string, I want that name should end with what? A. Then how you find out whether that input values end with A or not? By using which one? Dollar. For example, see here. Yes, all these are pattern matching. See, similar. See, you are learning database, right? SQL. Select star from EMP. Where? Ename like. Ename like followed by. Are you learning or not? Where ename like followed by pattern. Okay, ename like, employee name like. What do you write it? If you are learning, then you need to know it, right? Suppose you write like this. Pattern matching is not a new concept. It is the old one only. It is old one only. Select star from EMP. Where ename like. What do you write? E star. E star means I try to display all the employee names like. Okay, like whose name starts with what here? E. Whose name starts with the E. I want to see all the employee names whose name starts with what here? E. Star. Star means 0 or more repetition. After that what? Any number of characters. After that, any number of now if I'm writing select select star from EMP. Okay, where e name like what will I say? Star E I said. Okay, star E I said. Star E star percentage E percentage you can use, and percentage E percentage or percentage E percentage means start with E, and percentage E means what? End with E. Employee name start with the E, employee name end with what? E. Not only that, this is not a new concept. When you go for operating systems, right? Pattern, this is actually derived from scripting languages. Now, if I say dir, will it list all the files or not? Yes. But I want to list only the files whose name starts with A. Then how can I list only the files which start with the A? Dir, some A star. Now, this shows only the files which starts with what here? A. Pattern matching. Is it this is one pattern or not? Yes. So to create this pattern, you are using some special characters. To create this pattern, you are using some special characters. For example, assume that I want to accept only the words which start with a P and end with what? P. Suppose, see, I want to create one input field. You tell me. Okay, so this is one input field. For some assume that for A, okay, for A, what is the name of this label? A. So input text. So I just write here input text or enter text. So type is text. Okay, and name is A, and ID is also what here? A. Now my requirement is I should accept only the words. Okay, I should accept only the words which starts with the P and end with P. It should accept only the words or a string which starts with the P and end with P, but in between you can have any characters. Tell me how to create this pattern. I want to create a pattern where name starts with the P and end with what? P. Text should start with the P, end with the P, but in between you can have any character, any number of times. Any character. That can be alphabet, that can be digit or special character, anything. Anything. Okay? Tell me how you write a pattern? It starts with which one? P. Anyway, you just write P only. But after P? Or after P? What star? What star here? I said, for example, if I input name, suppose if I input the text as POP, now this string is start with what here? P, end with what? P. In between what you have? One letter. If I am writing, suppose PIP, I write PEP, right? So all these are starts with what here? P and end with what? P. Now I want to input the text. Input text should match with what? Start with a P and end with what? P. Then what do you do it? Start with means cap. So the pattern should start with a P and followed by any character. Any character means dot. Any character means what? Dot. If you want only alphabets, between P and P you want only alphabets, then what do you do it? You'll write A to Z, capital A to Z. If you want only characters. But if you want any character, then you write which one? Dot. Then end with which one? Dollar. P dot P. No, P should be at the beginning and P should be at the ending, but in between one character. One character or any number of characters. Any number. No, dot means what here? Any character. This any character can be repeated how many times? Any number of times. Getting on. Dot means what? Alright, dot means what? Any character. And that any character can be repeated how many times? Any number of times. Suppose if I say only dot, then how many characters? P followed by how many characters? One character followed by P. Suppose if I am saying dot to dot, P followed by how many characters? Two characters followed by P. If I am writing dot to dot to dot, P followed by how many characters? Three characters and followed by P. But I want any number of characters, 0 or more characters, then what do you do it? Star. So this dot means any character can be repeated how many times? 0 or more times. If the name is PP also it accepts. Because in between how many characters? Any 0 or more repetitions. See, pattern means you define by using some special characters. These are having some special meaning. Your parser parse this with some special meaning, right? There is a special meaning for cap. There is a special meaning for dot. There is a special meaning for star. There is a special meaning for what? Dollar, right? Just to see it. Now once, see, this is repeated again in JavaScript. When we go for JavaScript, I'll not tell all these things again. Okay, na? So if I enter A, B, C, allowed? Not allowed. ABP. ABP allowed? No, not allowed. PBP. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Getting on not? Suppose if I enter PP, allowed or not allowed? Allowed. If I say P, anything, suppose some peep, is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed. If I write only P, allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Because it should end with what? P. Getting on not? Okay, any pattern you can create it. But when you can create it, is if you understand the special characters. स्पेशल कैरेक्टर जो है ना वो समझ में आएगा तो कौन से भी पैटर्न क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. पहले वो समझ में आना कैसे क्रिएट करना, कैसे पैटर्न, हाउ यू वांट टू क्रिएट द पैटर्न. सो दैट यू शुड नो फर्स्ट, राइट? सपोज assume that name should be, अभी देखो यार, you tell me what will happen if I write input validations. Okay, na input validations, all this. This is one more example here. Okay, suppose input validation is there. For example, I said pattern equal to some NIT. Tell me here what will happen if I write pattern equal to NIT means input value should be equal to NIT. अरे what input जो value enter कर रहे हैं वो किसको equal होना? NIT. जो value enter करे that should match with what? Pattern. What is the value enter? NIT. NIT equal to NIT? Yes. If I enter Naresh is equal to NIT? Yeah? No. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Pattern बोलते हैं जो value आप enter करे ये pattern को match हो रहा नहीं हो रहा. मैच होता है सबमिट होता, मैच नहीं होता क्या होता? इट विल आस्क यू टू इनपुट द वैल्यू अगेन. इट विल आस्क यू टू इनपुट द वैल्यू व्हाट? अगेन पैटर्न मैचिंग. अरे ओके, इफ आई एंटर सपोज नरेश आई एंटर्ड, अलाउड बिकॉज इनपुट वैल्यू डजंट मैच विद द पैटर्न. देन व्हाट शुड आई एंटर नाउ? NIT. Is it matched with NIT or not? Yes. Then is it submitted? Yes. But this is only you are matching with one value, but you want to match with one special pattern, right? So for that you are using some special characters. And that makes it which one here? Pattern. But this will match only input values equal to NIT or not. But generally you don't do this by using which one? Patterns. But you try to suppose all the validations you can do it. Like for example, email validation, password validation, username validation, name validation. Okay, suppose what is that? You have some, what is that here? Bank. When you develop a banking application, you fill what code? Account number you entered, and then you enter which code? IFSC code, right? That code is having some format or not? Yes. Total length is 8, 10. 8 or 10? 8 or 10? 10? 11? 10? 10 will be there, right? 10? 9 मालूम. IFSC कोड कितना 11 है? 11 है? 11, right? So first 3 are, first 4 letters are 3 letters are 4 letters. First 4 are letters, remaining all are digits only. Yes or no? That is pattern matching. Yes, that is also one pattern. Account number is also one pattern. Yes or no? See, all these inputs you have to validate. You don't write any code. See, you don't write any code. But what do you do it? You just define one attribute. What is the attribute you define? Pattern, right? Yes, whatever it is here, but okay. Yes. Next. Yeah, I think you understood this. So there are a lot of characters out there here. There's a lot of some special characters. Suppose you are trying to input the name. Name should have first name as well as what? Last name. Suppose, assume that. So for name is there. Now this is a text for name, but I have to input both here, first name as well as what? Last name. For example, now you tell me how to write this particular pattern. So I just given the pattern is what? Only NIT, right? Yes. Suppose I try to input the first name and last name. Okay, some Rama Rao is there. Rama Rao. Is it allowed or not allowed? Rama Rao is allowed or not allowed? Allowed, right? Yes or no? Suppose if I write only Rama, allowed or not allowed? Allowed. But I want the name should have a first name as well as last name. And then how you define this pattern? Tell me here, how to define this pattern here? Then I'll write here what? Pattern. Then what is that? Name, right? A to Z or A to Z? How many times? Plus. Plus means what? One or more repetitions. Plus means one or more. Star means 0 or more. Curly braces, exact as well as range. Curly braces, you can define exact or range. Okay. So within this, A to Z and capital A to Z, A to Z or capital A to Z, and plus means one or more repetition. Then followed by backslash S. Backslash S stands for what here? Space character. Space character and followed by A to Z or A to Z. And again, I'm writing how many repetitions? One or more. Array. Don't raise the hand here. Any doubt you put in chat window. Okay, don't raise the hands. Okay, don't raise the hand and don't put something, right? If I say don't raise the hands means I'll raise the hand. Anta ulta. Teda. Yes. So once I run this, now there is a text. Okay, now I enter some Rama Rao. Is it allowed or not allowed? Allowed, right? If I say only Rama, right? Is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Because the name should have a first name as well as what? Last name. Now once I click on this, yes. What is your problem here? Yes. What is the problem, Bhavana Lucky? What is the problem here? Please tell me. Why you are raising hand? If anything is there, put in chat window. Please don't disturb. Otherwise, I will remove. Remove karje tumhe. I will remove from the classroom. See, you'll think that I cannot do anything, right? Block, remove. Anni unte ma daggara. Okay, na? If you are doing like that, I'll remove. Okay, na? Yes. No problem. This is how it is done. So that is done by using backslash yes. Backslash yes stands for which character? Space character. It stands for the space characters, right? No problem, right? Then let us move into a new topic. What is a yes or no? Okay. Now till now we worked with what? HTML. Okay, till now we worked with the HTML. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, right? It is for designing what? Web page. It is only for designing web page, but not for formatting, not for styling, right? Then there is one more topic is there here. And what is the topic is? Is how to check password and confirm password is same, sir, right? How to check? You have to read. You have to read value from password. You have to read value from confirm password, and you have to check is it equal or not. If it is not equal, you just display one dialog saying that password and confirm password must be same, right? But for that you have to use which one? JavaScript. Or interactive. Interactive means you have to write some code. You have to write some code. Okay. And you are writing that code by using which one? JavaScript. Then one more thing I forgot here. Input type. Don't worry about here. Okay. One more thing I forgot here. Input type. So you have a different types of which one? Buttons, right? You have a different types of buttons here. Now we have seen one button with predefined functionality and button with user defined functionality. So HTML provide two types of buttons. One is button with predefined functionality. Okay. Yes, HTML provides two types of which one here? Buttons, right? One is button with what here? Predefined functionality, and second one is button with user defined functionality. So there are predefined functionality buttons are there. Button with predefined functionality means this, when you click on this button, it will perform the predefined functionality. Like you have a buttons like which one? Submit. There's a button called which one? Submit. There's a button called which one? Reset. So these two are called as a buttons with what? Predefined functionality. How you create this? You create by just writing input type. Input type equal to which one? Submit. Input type equal to submit. Input type equal to submit. And you can also define what? Value. You can define the value. You can define what? ID. Or you can create button. You can also use element called button and type equal to which one? Submit. Button type equal to which one? Submit. Or you can write input type equal to which one? Submit. This both are what? Same. This both are same. Suppose I'm writing input type, submit. What is a predefined functionality of submit? If you click on submit button, what will happen? It submit the form to whom? Server. It will submit the form to whom? Server, right? And there is one more input type. Input type equal to which one? Reset. Input type equal to reset, or you can write button type equal to which one? Reset. Reset is nothing but it just clear the form. Form is cleared. If you want to reset the form elements, you can reset the form elements by creating which button? Reset button. You can submit the form by using which button? Submit button. Now, is it these are having pre-written functionality or not? Yes. But there is a button with user defined functionality. Means you create a button and you add your own functionality. You create a button and you add your own functionality. So functionality for this button created by who create this? Programmer. Okay. Functionality for this button is created by programmer. So that you can call it as button with user defined functionality, where you'll say input type equal to which one? Button. If you are writing input type equal to button, it just create a button with any functionality? No. If you want to add a functionality, use one event. What is the event? On click. On click, you call one function, and that you call it as which function? Some callback function. And this function you write in what? JavaScript. You write this function in which one? Java. Now, if you click on this button, you want to perform some action, and that action you perform it by using or by writing one function, and for that you use which one? JavaScript. For example, in this case, so here you have which button? Submit button. And I try to put one more button, input type equal to which button? Reset button. So what is the value of submit button? Submit. What is the value of reset button? Reset only. Right? Now you have two things. Now I just input this. And if I say reset, is it cleared or not? Yes. If I say reset, it's just clear. Whatever content you type, it's just clear. Now if I click on submit, now this is a first name and last name, submit. Now this data is sent. Okay, this data is sent to which one? This name is sent to which one? The program which is there at which side? Server side. Okay. So when action get executed, when you click on which button? Submit button. When there is an event, action is performed. When there is an event, what is the event here? Submit. Then which one is performed? Action is performed. Where you are submitting this form to one resource. You are submitting this form to one resource where you define which one? URL. URL means you define the where the resource is available, and you are sending this data to which one? This URL. You are submitting this data to which one? URL. Suppose you are submitting this to one program. Which program? Register. Assume that. What is the name of this program? Register. This is a URL. Assume that this is URL pattern. This is a resource which is there at which side? Server side. and to this resource, you are submitting what? Name. You are submitting the name. Now this resource will read this name and perform certain operations. Right? So when the action get executed, when you click on which button? Submit. Is it pre-written functionality or user-defined? Pre-written. When submit, then which one is executed? Action is executed. Now, I'm submitting to one JSP file or JSP program. What is the name of this program? Register.jsp. Where is this program is existed? Server side. Suppose I'm trying to submit this request to one program. Which program? PHP program. And this program is there at which side? Server side. I'm submitting this to one program. What is the program? ASPX. Now this is a program which is there at which side? Server side. You are submitting this data to a program which is there at now input type. Now there is one more input type. Input type. I just write input. Sorry. So input type equal to only which one? Button. So input type equal to button, and then I'll say value. So value, I just write here some next. Okay, value equal to next. Okay, now. So what is the caption for this particular button? Next. Okay, now once you run this, now there is three buttons are there. One is a submit, and second one is reset, and third one is what? Next. And submit and reset having predefined functionality, but next is doing anything here? No. Because this is user defined functionality button or predefined user defined. But this both are having if you click on submit, which one is executed? When you click on submit, what will happen? The form data is submit. When you click on submit, which data is submit? Form data is submit to whom? Form data is submit to what? Resource. This is a resource which is there at which side? Server side. It means when action is get executed, when you click on submit, form data is submitted to the program which is there at which side? Server side. Reset. What is reset does? It will clear the form. It will reset the form data. It will reset the form data. But if it is button, then functionality is added by whom? Programmer. Right? Yes. So input type submit. What will happen? Input type submit. Submit form data. When you click on submit button, it will submit form data to which program? Server side program. So when end user click on which one? Submit. Okay. Which one is performed? Which one is performed? Action is performed. Or action is what here? Executed. What action is having? What action is having? URL to which it will submit the data. Now, it means when you click on submit, it will read the form data and submit to the resource which is given as a part of which one? Action. Which will submit this data to the resource which is defined as a part of which one? Action. Right? Input type equal to reset. Reset the form. Reset what? Form data. Means you can say clear form or form elements. That's it. Clear the form. That can be done by using input type equal to which one? Reset. Right? So how many types of buttons are there? Two are there. One is button with which functionality? Predefined functionality, and button with user defined functionality. How many buttons are with the predefined functionality? Two are there. What is the first one? Submit. What is the second one? Reset. What will happen if you click on submit? Form data is read. Form data is read and submit to. Form data is read and submit to whom? Server side program. Form data is read and submit to the server side program. Reset. What will happen when you say reset? Reset the form data or clear form so that you can input. Now, If input type equal to button, is it this button will have any predefined functionality? No. No. You have to write. You have to write. What you have to do when you click on this button, on click, you need to call one function. And this function you write in what? JavaScript. Is it clear, this one? Right? Then next one is, what is this? CSS. CSS, right? Yes. Now, HTML is not over. HTML is not over. Don't say HTML completed, right? No. HTML with CSS. So don't say, sir completed. No. Abhi hai. Abhi picture baki hai. Yes. CSS is it. CSS. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Okay, very good. CSS. Cascading style sheets. What it is? What it is? CSS is what here? HTML is what? HTML stands for hypertext markup language. HTML is what? Markup language. Yes or no? HTML is a markup language. Okay, na? Babu. మనోళ్ళేనా బాగున్నారా తిన్నారా వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నా మన గురించి ఏందమ్మా सबकने है सब लोग बात कर रहे क्या अरे क्या यार क्लास లో మాట్లాడతారా అమ్మా గలీజ్ గా నేను కాబట్టి కాముకున్నాను వేరేళ్ళు అయితే కథం రేపటి నుంచి కనిపించే అమీర్పేటలో అట్లా చేస్తారు sir, another tags are there like option or yesterday absentees. Select and option is there. Select is used along with the option. Option group. Okay, see in the select option only you will try to divide. The list is there, right? So in the list you have a multiple options. Multiple options and that can be grouped by using which one? Option group. Okay, otherwise I'll tell you this also. Like how to use option group within what? List. List is nothing but select. Okay. Yes. HTML is a structure of web page and CSS is style to web page. Okay, right? No problem. Right? Now what is CSS stands for? Cascading style sheets. Okay, now what it is? It is a it is generally you'll say it is a styling language. It is a styling language. Okay, CSS is one styling language, not programming language, right? Cascading means cascading. You heard about this or no? Cascading is nothing but is a way of arranging or not? Yes. Cascading tiles and cascading window, right? Window. Is it window is there? No. Generally you find in any other editors, right? Yes. Cascading is nothing but what? Organizing. Cascading is nothing but organizing. Is a method of cascading is a method of organizing. Cascading. पूछे क्या गूगल को पूछो यार क्या बोल रहा हूँ ना. Cascading is a method of organizing. Cascading is defined one organization. Okay, cascading is one method. I think if it is there, I'll show you. You open multiple windows. For example, so this is one more window. I open multiple windows right here. So there is one more window is there. So how many windows I open? Multiple windows or not? Yes. But can you organize this? Can you organize this or not? Yes. You can organize this in two. One is a cascading and one more is a tiles. Cascading. Cascading one by one. Cascading means one by one. See, it is a method of. So anyway, no problem. Cascading. So CSS is not a language. Sorry, CSS is not a programming language. It is which language? Styling language. And CSS, cascading. The meaning of cascading is defined. Is defined what? Cascading define organizing. Cascading define what here? Organizing is a method of organizing. Method of which one? Organizing. See, the cascading itself is one organization. Linear means is a way of organizing or not? Yes. Cascading is also way of organizing. I can say organizing. Cascading is a way of which one? Organizing. Right? That is what you mean by cascading. And style is nothing but, okay, here style is nothing but what? Formatting. Style is nothing but formatting. Formatting includes what? Alignment. Format includes colors. Format includes borders. Okay. All this comes under which one? Styling. Cascading is organizing. Style is nothing but formatting. Style is nothing but formatting. Sheets is a file. It is one file. It is one file, right? Which contain all this. What do you call it as? Layouts. Cascading means layouts. And style is nothing but formatting, like alignment, colors, borders. All this comes under which one? Styles. Cascading is what here? Organizing. Organizing is nothing but it defines the layout or not? Yes. So cascading shells, cascading or CSS is used for formatting. Formatting what? HTML, your language. HTML elements. Formatting HTML elements or styling HTML elements. Formatting or styling HTML elements are done by using which one? CSS. Okay. Formatting or styling HTML elements. You create an HTML element. Suppose you create one header. You create header by using which one? H1. Or you create one topic by using H1. Or you create one topic by using what? H2. Creating topic is done by using an element called what? H1. Creating topic is done by using an element called what? H2. But how can you format this? How can you style this H1 and H2? By using what? CSS. By using which one? CSS. Getting or not? So what is the need of CSS? Now previously the formatting and designing is included as a part of which one? Tag only. Styling and presentation and styling both are, see, presentation and styling both are included as a part of which one? Tag only. Previously means, for example, I'm writing here H1 or I'm just writing, this is a topic H1. Okay. Suppose now this is with the format. With format, I just write here H1. H1, I just write. Now, can I write background color for H1? Yes. I can write BG color. So this is presenting what? Topic. And this is what here? Styling. or formatting. Both are included as a part of tag only. Both are included as a part of which one? Tag only. Both are included as a part of tag only. Now once I run this, okay. Now with where is the format here? BG color, background color, BG color or background? Background. Yes. I just save this. Where is your background or any other thing, right? So what is this? Now actually this is defined by using style. So version changing, right? Yes. How you define the style? Now there is the background color. So actually this is with the help of which one? Style only. But actually you apply style. So without applying style, how can you define the background? Without applying the style, how can you apply the background? Or suppose I just write color. What is the color? I said red. What is the color? Is it applied? No. Color is not applied, right? But this is styling it. For example, okay, otherwise H1 or any tag, because I said no, HTML5 onwards, this formatting is separated from the tag, right? Suppose paragraph is there. Now this is, what is this here? Paragraph. This is a paragraph. Then I said here, what is this? Align. Align what? Center. This is paragraph and I just write align center. So this paragraph is aligned in what here? Center, right? Paragraph alignment is center. And then can you give what is that other formats? Alignment. Alignment I have given. What is the alignment here? Center. But can you say alignment is one style or not? Yes. So where you try to align this paragraph content in the middle of which one? Web page. It means by using HTML elements, you are doing how many things here? Two things. One is presentation and one more is what? Styling. Okay. Using HTML element, this HTML element itself is presenting what? Information or presenting data, and at the same time, it is also doing which one? Formatting. Presentation is there as well as what? Format is there. Both are given in one tag or not? Yes. Suppose you try to apply so many formats to one tag. Suppose in my HTML page, multiple paragraphs are there. In my HTML, multiple paragraphs are there, and all these paragraphs should have same format or should have the same style. Then what I have to do every time? Suppose this is one paragraph, assume that this is one paragraph and this is also one paragraph. Assume that I apply again same style. What is the style I apply? Center. Okay, this paragraph content should also displayed in the middle, right? This is, what is this? Paragraph. This is paragraph. How many paragraphs are there? Two. But both the paragraphs aligned what? Both the paragraphs aligned what? Center. So this is center and this is center. Like this, my page is having some 10 paragraphs are there, and all these paragraphs should be what? Center. Then every time, whenever you are writing the paragraph, you just use an attribute called which one? Align. Use the attribute called which one? Align. Use the attribute called which one? Align. How many times? 10 times. Suppose at the time of designing the web page, paragraph alignment is what? Center. But after developing the web page, I want to change this alignment from center to what? Left. I want to change from center to what? Left. So how many paragraphs are there in my page? 10 paragraphs are there. Then I have to do changes how many times? 10 times. Will it become complex or not? Yes. Because of that, this presentation and styling, this both are what? Separated. This both are what? separated. Styling is separated. Formatting is separated from what? Presentation. Presentation is done by using what? HTML elements. But styling is done with the help of CSS. If any changes to be done, you don't do changes in what? HTML elements. But you do changes in what? Style. So maintaining, designing your web page becomes what? Easy. So there are a lot of advantages out there of which one? CSS. So don't think that CSS is the Kali styling able. What is the advantage of using CSS? If the question is asked, what is the advantage of using CSS? Then most of the students, they'll tell only one. What is that? CSS is for styling. Khatam. Then tell me more about CSS. एक ही मालूम है. But there are so many advantages of using which one? CSS. We'll see what is the history of CSS. Okay. And what is the advantage of CSS? And what is the syntax of what? CSS. I think you understood what is the CSS is. We'll see more. Okay. Because I didn't say anything about CSS, but I just write only CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Because you should know at least what is that here? Abbreviation, right? HTML stands for hypertext markup language, used for designing page. Presentation. HTML is for presentation. CSS is for styling. Presentation, styling. These both are. Styling is separated from presentation. Styling is separated from presentation and written somewhere. And that style is used with the presentation. So that if any changes in styling, you do changes in what? Styling, without doing changes in what? Presentation. But we'll see that. But what is the history of CSS? But not today. But tomorrow we'll see. Right? Tomorrow class is there. Please try to attend regularly. Right? Okay. So thank you. We'll see tomorrow. Right? Yes, text only. Text use करो, pattern number दो, number pattern use it.